What is going on, guys? This is Baro, aka Invest Mentor. Thanks for your time and watching. Today is August 20th, Friday. Thanks, guys. It's another Friday, and hope all of you have enjoyed this weekend. Hope you will have all of you will have a nice weekend beforehand. Oh, so this week, like we just have, in the past 2 weeks, keep like having the U.S. stock market like higher and higher, but in the past 2 days, the market just have a little bit pullback, because of some poor and disappointing economic data, because the China economic data was disappointing, and the COVID-19, the Delta variant is still spreading widely all over the world. So the market is kind of having a pause, like having a stop in the US stock market right now. And in the past two live stream and recent short videos, I've been talking about some a Chinese stock, some a potential profit we can make by trading or investing in some of the top Chinese stock. And in the past two live stream, I was talking about some the internet of things stocks, like Alibaba, JD.com, Pinduoduo, Baidu, NetEase, Bilibili, and all that. But today we gonna extend the topic a little bit. But the core, the core concept today, I'm trying to convey is still, because every day, during for our trading and investment, we have been thinking about how we can make a better plan for our asset allocation and portfolio management, risk management, and the rebalancing and all that. And what I've been thinking is that, right now I'm kind of moving part of the capital I was planning to invest in some of the US blue chip stock like Google, Amazon, and Tesla. I'm moving a big part of those capital into some of the top Chinese stocks I have been mentioning. And because I would believe right now, because it's not said by me only. But okay, so before everything, I have to mention it once again. This channel and and everything here on this channel is only for educational, informational, and recreational purpose, for entertaining purpose. There's no financial advice here. I'm not a licensed financial advisor, so please always do your investment research and due diligence and be responsible for all of your trading and investment. Okay. Okay. So yeah. So the thing I was mentioning, in terms of trading and investment, what we have been thinking is how we can make the better portfolio management and asset allocation day after day. And a lot of time, I think 80-90% of the time for trading investments, we are just waiting. We're just waiting for the better timing to go long or short. And in the past couple of weeks, I've been saying and a lot of experts, a lot of the investment banks have been saying the US stock market has been under pressure, because the COVID-19, the Delta variant spreading, still implying a gloomy future outlook for the second half of this year. And also the US government money printing cycle has to be has to come to an end, and the taper will be coming sooner rather than later. And also a lot of investment banks are saying that the US economy will be peaking probably in the third quarter, or no later than by the end of this year. So a lot of things making the US stock market under very big pressure right now. And so if the if the stock market cannot keep going up and actually need to have a correction, what we have to do, we cannot like cash out all the, we cannot cash out all the everything from stock, from bond, from funds, right? So like from time to time, we just have to allocate our assets and capital into different assets, investment or trading targets. So previously I was saying some of the cryptocurrency related assets would be good, would be, with like better potential, for us to trade, invest, as a like a hedging, for the hedging strategy, and also some of the value stocks, some of the value growth stock in the US. But now, thanks to a lot of my analyst friends and marketing friends in Hong Kong, in New York, and I've heard a lot from those connections, from those hedge fund managers, from those private equity fund managers, saying like right now, after a series of China crackdown in the past half a year, it's about a time to review all the Chinese stock that suffer a lot from those crackdown and find out some good, great dips to buy with great discounts. And so that's why in the past like 2 live stream, I was talking about something like Chinese internet stock. And in today's live stream, I want to have a little bit more focus on some of the electric vehicle stock, a Chinese electric vehicle stock that have become the serious rivals to Tesla in recent years. And the stock price is really good, especially like a couple months ago, but also got like, hit somehow by recent China crackdown. But we're gonna see like how we can react in those like Chinese electric EV stocks. And I have to say, I'm totally political neutral, and I'm not like pro-China, anti-China, pro-US, anti-US. Okay, this channel is totally just a like financial, like trading investment channel. So we just come here to have fun, to talk about, to find some way to make some profit, to make some money by like financial trading investment, right? So I'm not a sponsor man for like Chinese government or something. So the thing I want to say, I'm not saying like all the Chinese stocks are good target for us to buy at this point of time. For example, like today, other than the EV companies, I also want to talk a bit about the education company, some of the education company, because in the past couple months, the China crackdown was mainly on the tech sector and education company, but also other company though, of course. But I was saying things is a little bit different for those like Chinese education company. They were like for profit, but right now, after the crackdown, after the new restriction from the China government, those companies have to turn non-profit. That's a big issue. When a company, turn from for profit to become non-for-profit, the stock price will be really changed, like for real. Okay, so that's the thing. I will explain why those like Chinese education company stocks may not be good to buy. We can either pass them or just forget about them for a while. And so thanks for some of the audience here. Snowy Sophia, hi, and Soda Cookie, hi, and Gamma, Chinese EV stocks, anything any thoughts? Yeah. Yeah, like because I mean, like as mentioned, like last time I was talking about some of the internet stuff. So I just wanna I just want to make the live stream the content more organized. So it's hard to go through like all the stuff from like all the Chinese stuff from different sectors. So last time I was talking about internet stuff. So this time I mean because there are like at least like four major electric vehicle Chinese company to talk about. So I just need to spend some time to talk about them. But the kind of the technical chart and fundamental of them are not that much different. So I uh so like right now I can say it's good to have um a portfolio, a partial portfolio, to own all of the four Chinese EV stocks I will talk about later on. So good morning to the American to East Coast to New York, and it's early hours in LA, and good evening to Asia market. So yeah, Gamma Tesla Neo Lee. What do you think about them? Yeah, I think yeah Lee I will let's Neo beat Tesla someday. I'm not sure if like Neo will beat Tesla someday, but I would say okay. This is the the chart, the price chart for Neo. And you can see in this category I'm going to talk today. I'm including Neo, Xpeng, Xiaopeng in Chinese, like Li Moto and BYD. Okay, these are the right now. These are the four major automaker in China, Chinese automakers. And like earlier, like 10 years ago, like BYD was one of the biggest automaker in China, and the so as you can see, the price chart for like BYD is a little bit different from like what Neo has. Because like Neo is more like I mean a superstar, a new star, innovation company, just like had a lot of breakthrough in the past 2 years in electric vehicle sector, instead of the General Motor, instead of the like sedan like General Motor sector like 10 years ago. But 10 years ago, the China vehicle like auto market was more like dominated more by like BYD, so but like BYD right now is also having some innovation in EV industry from last year. But the folk I mean BYD has relatively less focus on EV compared to Neo, Xiaopeng, and Li Motor and Li Auto. Sorry. So that's why the price chart for Xiaopeng and Neo and Li looks more similar. While BYD looks a little bit different. Like the price of BYD hasn't pulled back that hard compared to the other three, because it has more market share and more like a stabler revenue and profit from those General Motor manufacturing. I mean, instead of like all the focus in EV sector. That's why. But the thing, let's just try to have some like compare. So like someone was asking about like in the I think the story was like this. Like Elon Musk, like a Tesla was just got like introduced into like a China market like a few years ago, and the China government was saying to have a like kind of like a half like a partnership to work with Tesla. So somehow the Tesla's the EV technology and all the the technology and all the innovation, a lot of the skills has been like kind of like transfer into the Chinese auto manufacturer. That's how these EV companies just just like pop out, like a Leo, like Neo, Li Auto, and the other like older auto manufacturer also got the new technology from EV. Okay, so they are kind of like competing with each other, but the strength of like a Neo compared to Tesla was like they have different battery charging system. Like Neo is using the it's not use the charger. It's use Neo is use the battery. They can use the replaceable battery, but Tesla has to have to use the chargeable battery. That's the major difference between Tesla and Neo right now. So when you need to charge your Tesla, you probably need to spend like a 40 to 60 minutes. But when you just simply want to replace your battery for your Neo, it probably takes like a few minutes. So right now that's how Neo just catch up with such a advantage. But by all the the technology expert information, I mean, this is the advantage just in the short run in few years, but in the long run, the chargeable battery will still be the king, will still be dominant. So all the like EV companies still have to race, still have to compete to make innovation to make a chargeable battery for EV. I mean, the battery to be like fully charged for within like a 5 minutes or 10 minutes, I don't know, or even like a just like a lot of different technique we have with our iPhone, like a wireless charge or all that. Okay, but that's a little bit too far. So, but right now the thing is like Tesla and Neo, like they have like different dominated market, and they have like different competitive advantage. So both of them are strong. So I wouldn't say, I mean, in terms of trading or investment, we I mean, it's not totally the same with like gambling, right? Although sometimes it's a little bit similar, but 80-70% of that is quite different. So so that's why we want to do portfolio management. So that's why I want to say, if you were going to like allocate $1 million in the EV sectors, you can have like 20% for Tesla, 20% for Neo, 20% for Li Auto and the other, etc., and and so on. That's the the general strat. That's the general strat. Because right now, I mean, I think it's not good. I mean, like EV is one of the hottest topic right now. I mean, in recent years. So, but I think it's not good. It's not smart to put. I mean, whenever someone wanna invest in EV, I think it's not smart to put all of your EV investment in Tesla only, or in Tesla and Neo. I think it's better to have a like more diversified portfolio. I mean, we don't need to have that too many. Like I think like 4 or 5 is good. It's good. Yeah. And also like if you have time to check, just like Google yourself, like China market. Like 10 years ago, China has become the biggest auto market in terms of consumption and production. Okay, so that's why these like Chinese EV giant are really something we have to be paying attention. And what I mean, after the serious crackdown, China crackdown, these a lot of like, I mean, these stocks just like pull back a lot. So it's just a good time to buy the dips with great discount. And I'm gonna show you with the technical chart and some of the information, the facts we got from some of the investment research sites, and you can I mean, but that's like very user friendly. You can always have your more like professional or advanced one. And will you have any thoughts and I mean insights about the investment research for these type of stuff? Please also leave your comments, and I'm totally happy and appreciate to embrace all that, and we can discuss further. Okay, so yeah, so thanks guys. So startup, will NIO beat Tesla someday? I don't know, maybe. Who knows? I mean, I'm totally neutral. I mean, I love Elon Musk actually, and to be honest, I don't even know who is the CEO, who is the chairman of NIO. I just know that like NIO really have a really awesome like breakthrough technology right now for the charger. But I mean, if you like if he has to go really personal, I mean, I think I love like Tesla better, because the Tesla, the look of Tesla attract, it feels more attractive to me compared to like NIO, and also the brand, and also like the charm of Elon Musk. And but I mean, back to the trading investment, I mean, we just have to be rational and logical, and somehow, right? So yeah, that's gamma, that's ugly chart right there, scary. Which chart are you mentioning? Where do you think the key levels are? Which chart do you mean? Are you talking about gamma? So sorry. So you mean the chart of NIO or BYD or Li Auto, sorry. And yeah, so let's just start it. From so let me turn on the music a little. So all right. So it's a market open for US stock market. So let's have a just like 10-second real quick to see what's going on for the overall market right now. Okay, so obviously, the Chinese financial company like 360 digital tech just went crazy to go up for like 15% right now. And but I think so, like right now, like the US stock market just opened for 9 minutes, and S&P 500 is up for about like 0.22%, and Dow Jones Industrial Average is up for about 0.17%, and Nasdaq is up about 0.37% after some like like mild or harsh pullback in the past 2 days. Okay, so let's come back to the Chinese EV companies. So yeah, so thanks for all the questions. I will come back to the chat a little bit later. So like for NIO's like a chart, I think like a lot of like NIO has become one of the major I mean popularly one of the most popularly traded Chinese stock in the US market in recent year, other than like Alibaba. Okay, and so like but I was not holding Leo a lot, and I just kind of like started paying some attention to Leo I mean from the beginning of this year, while it was like pulling back, right? And so in the technical chart, you can see, I mean, this is the chart I just drawn in the past live stream. And the way I mean for like trading stock for like swing trade, because I usually hold position for at least like a few days. I don't really do like intraday trading, and because I mean that's a different skill, different technique, and but it's really take a lot of like concentration and a profession to look into a lot of details and you know, it's like throughout the whole trading hours. And but that's not my strength. So I focus more. I do more on like swing trade for my trading position, other than the investment position. Investment position is usually used for like a 1 to 3 years, right? As mentioned earlier. And so for like the technical like perspective, like I usually just draw the line very easy and simple. For example, the downward slope line as the resistance is drawn. As you can see, it's very easily understood. It's with the previous high right here. So like I remember like 1 or 2 weeks ago in my live stream, I was saying like based on the technical chart, it looks better to short, and also because the US stock market was under it was just having a like a record higher and higher, and but somehow under a lot of pressure. So I was saying like from the macro perspective, from the technical perspective, I thought like NEO was better. Was better to short. Like a couple of days ago, and in terms of like short-term strategy, but this was for like a relatively like shorter period of like trading strategy. But right now it's just come like all the way to break down the previous support I drawn here at about like a $39. I use 39 instead of 40 because as mentioned, like usually the integral number is with a stronger resistance. So right now I think like in terms of like a short-term strategy, both like short-term and long-term, I think like NEO is just about a good time to buy. NEO is just about a good time to buy, no matter for short-term trading or long-term investment. Okay, why? And the reason I draw like 3 horizontal line here is like we always need to have a buffers for some like layers, right? So right now it breaks down. You can see I just have like a 5 kind of like between each like a layers, like 39, 34, and 29. And also this is also based on the previous some of the previous like high and low to make the decision. And my strategy is very simple. For short-term strategy, in the let's say for the third quarter or for the second half of this year, if the price like keep like for the money I plan for a short-term strategy. I wouldn't go all in for NEO right now, right? For example, if I was going to use like a million to trade NEO, I would probably just put in like 20 to 30% right now. And if the price like keep like pulling back down below 34, I would put in another 30%. And then if the price keep pulling back below 29, I would go all in. But of course I would also have my stop loss, right? But that's the thing. We can talk like further, right? We will definitely like once the price keep like going down below the stop loss, I will just like clean all the position, okay, close all the position. But that's how we do like what's so-called like a average down or like a flatten. That's the way we can, when there is a rebound, like it's quicker for us to win back the money we lost earlier, something like that. And also it's also like providing a better entry point, the price level for us to enter. Okay, so that's for short term. But for long term, like for long term, what's long term investment? For example, if I was if I were to use like a 1% of my monthly income to invest in, if I was you if I were to use like 3% of my monthly income to invest in EV companies, I will use like a 1% to like of my like monthly income to do like a NEO. But right now I would do more. I would do more. I would do like 1.2, 1.3, or 1.5% because the price level right now is better for us to enter. That's the thing. And the NEO at 42, it's a startup. You bought NEO at 42, right? 42 is totally fine. And yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's just like $5 from like it's like $5 below 42. It's totally okay. And the a lot of the I mean, the invest some like the you can like we can see if you look at the use tiprank.com. A lot of people think like tiprank.com or like Yahoo Finance are kind of like two just like two entry levels or two intermediate, two elementary school like a level. But I think that's user friendly, and that's how we can interact and show like the audience like through the live stream. It's easier, but that's just a reference, right? This is just a reference. By tiprank.com, the rating is saying like NEO got like 7 rating, and other ratings for buying, and the upside potential for NEO in the next 12 months, the upside potential in the next 12 months forecast is $72. So startup, you bought it at 42. It's fine. Do you think he will just like just like jump up over like a 72 in the next 12 months? So no worry. You see like 12 months like forecast low is like 57. 42 is still much lower than the next 12 months forecast low. So no worry. Startup, it really depends on your strategy. Are you buying at 42 for did you go all in at 42? Was it a one shot, or you will buy like step by step? And was it like short-term trading? Was it for like or for long-term investment? So startup, please let me know and we can discuss further. But thanks for all of your watching and the question. And if you don't mind, I would like to know, like, how do you think of like NEO's future? We're not talk about like a future in the long run. We'll talk about a future in the second half of this year. Or no longer than 2022, no longer than next year. So for the second half of this year until next year, I think like for both trading and investment, I'm going really totally bullish for NEO. So please, if you don't mind, please leave your comments if you feel bullish or bearish for NEO. Okay, if you feel bullish or bearish for NEO. Okay, so and then if you feel bearish, then we have like different opinions. So I would like to know more about your thoughts, and so we can exchange some like information. That's how we can learn and grow, right? And okay, so based on the back to okay. So I also want to show like it's not, we don't only use the information from TipRank. You can just I'm using a trading system of Webull. So you can also like in Webull, like it's very user friendly, and like I have a lot of friends like using like an interactive broker to trade more like professionally, but I mean, as a like a general retail investor, I think Weibo is really good to use, just for your reference. And we can also see the analyst rating here on Weibo. There are like 22 analyst rating, and like about like 80% of them are saying to buy, and almost it's that no one is saying to sell. Okay, it's just the thing. So, and the price is it's like totally undervalued right now. I mean, like $37. So it's definitely a buy, but don't go all in. Okay, you can have some layer to buy step by step. That's the thing. And okay, so after NEO, it's just kind of the similar concept for Li Auto and Xpeng. Okay, and I mean, to trade single stocks, it's better to have a portfolio. I mean, otherwise we just trade ETFs, right? But right now I can't find like a Chinese EV ETF yet. So I think that's and there are not many Chinese EV companies, right? There are not many Chinese EV companies. So so it's not difficult for us to just to have a little bit the asset allocation, the allocated portion to buy all of these companies: NEO, XPEV, Xpeng, Li Auto, LI, and BYDDF. Okay, so that's come out of the same thing. I also, this is the chart for like Xpeng and Li Auto just went IPO last year in 2020, and the price was like, I've been like fluctuating like hugely. I mean, but right now for example, for Li Auto, I also just have a very easy and simple like this like a support level at like about like 26, 27 to I mean, based on the previous low and previous high, previous low here, and also another support buffer to be at $24. And right now it's for the part, I mean, to trade or investing, to trade Li. I mean, maybe like 20%, 25% is good to enter, but not go all in, because it's still possible to keep like pulling back. And if once it pull back down below the support level, we will just like we will just buy more. And once it break down the second support level as a buffer, we will buy more. But if you still keep like going down, we will also need to have a stop loss level to close all the position, right? That's the thing. Okay, and also like as you can see for like Li Auto, you can see also the analyst rating is quite similar as well, other than the chart. There are like about like 18 analyst rating, and about like 80% of them is saying to buy, and no one is saying to sell. It's the same. You can find it's a similar information you can find from tiprank.com. The 12 months like upside potential forecast is at $62 comparing to the current price at $28.9. Okay, and the 12 months like a downside forecast is at $37. It's even higher than the current price. So what's the point not to buy this company? Okay, but just a difference. Just a matter like how and what's the strategy to buy. Okay. And also like Li Auto also just went IPO last week in Hong Kong exchange, and a lot of investment bank like Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley is saying like in the next 12 months, Li Auto stock price will at least like double. Okay, it's not said by me. So based on the technical and fundamental, like we say, like these are the biggest like EV company, Chinese EV company, and China is the biggest like auto market in terms of both the consumption and the supply and demand. Okay, so what's the point not to buy this company? I mean, if we really want to go for EV, I mean, other than Tesla, what's the company we can go? Of course, NIO and Xiaopeng and Li and BYD. Okay, so yeah, so yeah, let's see if we have some more here. Okay. Okay, one, you say yeah, bull for the EV for like NIO, right? So okay, hope it will be bullish, yeah, and I will be clueless. I mean, Gamma, like I'm not quite sure about like your question. You say you are a bit clueless for about what? Okay. And yeah, soda cookie. Yeah, Elon Musk is definitely an influencer other than like just the original business model in like an automaker. Elon Musk going to space is also like dominating in the just like cryptocurrency as well, like Dogecoin and all that. Okay, so startup, you don't know whether to hold or sell. So yeah, what's your startup? So what's your, I mean, I'm not sure if you are a trader or investor, like how you manage your money for trading investments. So if you don't mind, please please feel free to share more about like your trading investment strategy so we can discuss more. Gamma, a rating of 6. Seems a bit low to me. I like your okay. So okay. You mean yeah, sure. You mean yeah, this is yeah, definitely. This is keeprank.com, this so that's how the website is working. I mean, if you become a like premium member, you can have like more data from there, and of course like a Li Auto is not like as famous or like as popular, I mean, as those like big tech giant blue chip company in the US. So the rating of like Li would just be not that many, but the main concept I was going to convey is like just all the rating is like just lying on the buy as lying to buy, so instead of like selling. And if you go to the chart, the tech, I mean the Weibo, and also you can use any kind of your trading system, and I think you will get the same information. And some I know some people say this rating, these comments are faked. These comments are fake. So I mentioned that over and over again. Never use information from one source only, right? We use information from many sources, and we don't. So a lot of times, as a retail investors, we just listen to someone. We just listen to the information from someone to make the decision for buy or sell. It's totally not good. I mean, we have to do our own investment research and due diligence and make why, thoroughly and just rationally and comprehensively, so at least just because this is my job, so I just spend obviously I spend more time like to just like to read through, to research through the information from different like the financial media side and the also like social media side, like the investment research data sites, and also having like a discussion with a lot of the investment and analyst friend. But as a like general retail investors, we can still decide. There are like, later on you can just Google like what's the top investment research sites. You probably would just have like 3 to 5. You will probably have like 10 to 20, and you can use the 3. You can use like 3 or 5 from them. As your favorite, and then just check into information from that, and to compare and to make a comparison, right? We never rely on information from one source only. Okay, so that's the thing I was saying. Like on tiprank.com is, although the rating is only 6, but it's I was saying the weight, which side the weight is on. So on Weibo is the same, 18 analysts, and you can see like 15 saying to buy, 50% saying to buy, and 33% saying to strong buy, and no one is saying to sell. So the main idea was saying, like, almost like 80-90% of analysts are saying to buy D, to buy Neo, to buy Xiaopeng. Okay, that's the thing. But I was saying, okay, back to the point again. I know, like I heard like I saw like some comments saying, oh, maybe the information on Weibo, like analyst rating, or maybe the information on tiprank.com are faked, right? So and the point from this guy was saying, oh, this because they are like stockbroker, so, and they are paid by those companies, so they just want to try like whatever to ask like all the trader investors to buy, to go only one direction, one way to buy. So that's the thing I'm gonna explain a little bit further. It's also another sector I was going to discuss, just the education, Chinese education stuff. Okay, to see education stuff. Let's see if like these analysts are also rating, if like everyone is always rating to buy for any single stocks. Okay, so we can know like the reason we talk about like China education firm, because the topic today is about like the China crackdown, the Chinese, like good Chinese stocks to buy, and I've been like saying like it's good to buy like Chinese internet stock and also like Chinese EV stocks, and China crackdown has been on the technology sector and education sector more, but now the crackdown actually make the tech sector better target for us to buy the dip, but it's not the same thing. It's totally different story on in education, in those education companies. Why? Let's see. You can see like this is the one of the biggest like after school tutoring company in China called New Oriental Education Technology Group, and the stock prices just pull back so like miserably this year, all the way from as high as like $20 to as low as below like $2, right? Okay, it just 90% off, but you may ask, oh, it's a better dip to buy, right? It's a better dip. It's a bigger dip to buy, and is it a better discount for us to buy? I'm telling you, totally not. Okay, totally get away from education company, Chinese education company for a while. Why? Because as mentioned at the very beginning, the crackdown on technology company, on Chinese technology company, is totally different from the restriction on this education company, because this education company was like for-profit company, and right now because the China government's like the core like thoughts is like, they don't want a catalyst to control the way they do education to Chinese. Okay, they think that's dangerous. They think, oh, capitalists or because of the dispute between like US China, and they are afraid like maybe those capitalists from the US or from the other countries will just have their own conspiracy or plot or plan to control the education, to control the way those like young people think in China. So that's why they are gonna kill. They're gonna stop this. So that's why the Chinese government just set a restriction 2 months ago, say all the education company cannot go for profit anymore. They have to turn non-profit. Okay, that's totally 180 degree different direction. So if it's non-profit, like what's the purpose for the CEO and the shareholder to struggle, to work hard, right? I mean, of course they can still work hard, but they won't work hard for profit anymore. So, but for a lot of time, for investors major goal is for profit, right? So that's the that's the big issue. And then let's see, like EDU, New Oriental, let's see what's the analyst rating. Okay, you can see this is totally different. It's not like it's although it's the biggest after school tutoring education firm in China, but after the policy, after the restriction, after the crackdown, it's a lot of people are saying to sell, and most of people are saying to hold. Even though they are not willing. I mean, the investors who are still holding the share are not willing to surrender, but they just change the rating to be holding, right, instead of like don't buy or buying. So we can always say and it's also the same. You can see on tiprank.com for a New Oriental education tech stock. Okay, there are like 11 rating here, and no one is saying to buy right now. Okay, because of the the idea I just mentioned, and almost like most of people are like saying to hold for now, and two are saying to sell. So that's a different. Not everyone is saying to buy. I mean, so this is like partially faked, the data, the facts, but it's not like totally faked. Okay, I mean, after all, like these are the some of the most popularly used trading system and investment research sites. Okay, so they cannot be faked much. So we always use them as a reference instead of a necessity. And then so let's see, don't know whether to education stocks in China slumped last month. Yeah, education stocks slumped, like education stocks, this the stat, I mean, it's the it's the status sectors companies. I mean, can you imagine like look at the chart once again? Can you imagine like the biggest like after school tutoring company in China just have like this kind of shape? You know, that's the monthly chart. You know, it just went IPO in 2006 at the price of like $0.5, and just you know, after like 10 years of you know, normal like growing pace, it just like surge after the China crisis, after like 2015, you know, just from like about like $2 all the way to about like $20 at the beginning of this year, and just pull back to lower than $2. So that's also the you know, the doubt. I mean this. I mean, just that's really doubtful, right? That's really like suspicious, right? Do you think he's actually a scam, or I mean, do you think it's possible? It's possibly a scam, like, you know, just well planned by Chinese governments and some of the corporate insiders from these companies and the related company in the industry. We don't know, right? We don't know, but I mean, we just do whatever based on what we know, and you know, just I have no idea about like what's going on for and so the only thing I want to prove today is like not all the information, not every information is going for on one direction. Okay, so all the Chinese education company, you can say like Gaotu Tech Education is kind of the same. It's in the same chart. It's very terrible, miserable. And the Toll Education, these four stocks are listed in the US as a Chinese education company. Very terrible, you know. Just this went all the way from like you know, less than $2 to like $90, and it's like a 40 times growth, and then pull back in just a few months. You know, it's also like a, you know, what's that, 80%, 90% off for all of these Chinese education company. And yeah, but I mean, this is I mean, this is more for kidding. I think this is for kidding more. I mean, if for day trading, I think like, you know, this is somehow is also good to do. Like, because I mean, in the short run, you can see for day trading, you can see like the volatility is good, right? Because like anything like, you know, just this type of stock just like turn very sensitive to go up and down in the near future. But and so like for day trading, I think it's gonna be a good target in the short run. But like for, I mean, swing trade investment, like education company would be just you know, will be something to you know. So let's see if we have just any thoughts on PLTR. Okay, PLTR, yeah, PLTR. Let's see PLTR. PLTR. Also, thanks for your question. Startup like more than okay. Okay. So Palantir Technology has been in a consolidation this year, right? So yeah, startup. I mean, what's your thoughts? Are you holding any PLTR, and what's your strategy? What's your thought on that? Do you have any insights or thought on PLTR? Because like Palantir, we would know that that's a, you know, it's a tech company built like software platform for institution and for like, you know, for the US government, right? The company operates two segments: commercial, which serves customer working in non-government industry, and government, which serves customers that are agencies in the United States, federal governments and non-United States government, right? So like last year, because of, I think this is I mean the surge of like Palantir last year also like made it become a meme stock in the you know at you know in earlier in this January and February, along with like AME and GME and AMC, okay, along with the meme stock surge, okay, because the business they do looks really secretive and exciting to a lot of young people. So that's how it surged from like 27 level, 25 level, all the way to 45, but also like pull back all the way with those like meme stocks. So right now, just you know, that's how it goes. Kind of like similar pattern with those like meme stocks. So I don't see much potential for Palantir actually. You know, other than this, it was definitely a like hot topic to discuss in the past like a couple months, past 1.5 years. But I can't really see much potential for trading investment for Palantir. So yeah, but sort of like thanks for your sharing and thanks for your I mean questions. So later on, if you thanks for all of your time and question. If you have any thoughts, okay, for the stocks, for the concept, for the idea, we'll talk about like China crackdown, Chinese stocks on like electric vehicle stock, on education stock, or about like, you know, the potential scam collude, like, you know, just well planned by Chinese government and some of the corporate insiders of those Chinese company. If you have any thoughts or insights, please let us know so we can discuss further, okay? Please. And please never forget to hit the like and subscribe button after the live stream and leave any of your thoughts and comment. So the time is short again, and I will see if I haven't covered any of your question and I haven't explained the idea, the information about like China crackdown and Chinese stocks to buy. Later on, if there is something more, I will cover more in the next live stream or the short video coming up. Okay, so yeah, once again, thanks for your time and watching. It's Friday. Thanks guys, Friday. I hope all of you will have a good, nice weekend. And yeah, let's check out more until next time. See you.